Join with me for a 15-minute meditation and allow the words that I speak to be the words of your own heart. As I relax and breathe into this moment, the full awareness of the oneness with Spirit is right here with me. I know there is only one source, nearer than my hands and feet. It is every aspect of me, and yet it is so much more. It is the source of everything. It is ever unfolding. It is all goodness, grace, and love. It is pure potentiality. It is all wisdom. And it is from this place that I am so thankful. I give constant thanks, for I know the best is yet to come. And yet I am living my best life ever right now. Day after day, I feel Spirit at one with me, and all my good and perfect gifts are available to me in this moment. I am surrounded by all the best in life. So I open my eyes and I choose to see my wonderful life. And I realize how amazingly blessed I am. I choose to see the positive aspects of my life today. I choose to focus on that which I want to see grow. I cease concentrating on the negative things in my life, and I concentrate on the wonderful things, for I know they are coming into reality. As I concentrate on the wonders and beauty and the grateful things in my life, even more is drawn to me. That is my point of power. I see the miracles of life, and I realize that I am part of all that is, and that I live and move and have my being within this amazing field of pure potentiality that I call God. I make a habit today of approaching life with the right mind, with the right thoughts. I am joyous. I am expectant. I have absolute faith that only the very best is for me. Over and over again, I hear the still small voice that says, I want only the best for you. So today I choose to allow only the best. I choose to be number one. I deserve it. I am worthy. Today I choose to think in a wholehearted way rather than a half-hearted way. I choose a new way of being and thinking. I know that Spirit wants all the best that I could ever possibly hold and have. So today I allow it. Today I have learned to put first things first in my life. All the very best is mine now. I know that as I do this, I give others the permission to do it as well. I choose to leave worrying for others. I know the how is up to Spirit. I know that God can. So I choose to accept and allow and have faith. I know where my faith and belief is. It is in my oneness with Spirit. It is in the knowledge that Spirit is all there is. I know my security lies in the supportive, loving embrace of the universe. Today I choose to get my values straight. Today I use meditation to see clearly how I am supported by the universe. Today I find the perfect balance in life. I raise my consciousness to greater heights. I live a wonderful life every day, connected to Spirit, in the flow. I know the kingdom of heaven is within me. It is waiting for me to recognize it. I know this to be true. I believe it. I see it in my everyday life. I know the kingdom of heaven is a state of mind. I know it is within me. I choose to open myself up to see even more of how I am connected, how my life can be heaven today. I know I can bring about anything I really desire. My every desire is of the very highest and best for me. And I know that what is good for me also benefits everyone else. I choose the desires that are the highest and best for everyone concerned. Every day I learn to control and discipline my thinking. I know that I have achieved a lot already, and I am a student of life. I continue to get better and better in my thinking. I choose to move forward with a clear intention to persevere and to be patient. I celebrate my successes. I know that every day, a little bit more, I am able to control and discipline my every thought, word, and deed, and I bring about the most wonderful results in my life. I am working with the law of the universe. I am in the flow. I am a walking miracle, or as I like to say, a walking natural. Today I have a deep desire to make it work. I have the faith and belief that it can work. And I have a definite vision in my consciousness. I see it working out step by step. And then I release it to Spirit to bring it to me in my highest and best. I start right now to do everything that has to be done, and I have the right attitude, and I see what happens. I see everything working out in true perfection, and I always give thanks. I know that gratitude keeps the door wide open. I know that gratitude enables more and more to work out in my life. My life is filled with joy. I know the universe always says yes to me. I count my blessings every day. I know how amazingly blessed I am, and I give thanks. I know that gratitude works like magic in my life. I have seen the transformation in my life and continue to see it every day. I know that life is indeed what I make it. And because of this, my whole attitude is always looking for the best in every situation. I am a real optimist. I am a realist. I have proved it for myself, and I expect the very best in everything I undertake. I know that I can do it perfectly, for what is mine to do is always in front of me for me to choose it. So today I look at my life and see where I need to change. Now I am willing to change. I'm willing to change my thinking, my behavior, my attitudes, to allow for my best life to unfold. I learn to change, and I change quickly. I choose to move forward with clear intention. And I know that every change is indeed for the very best. So I relax and I let go, and I let Spirit take over. For I know that I am in the flow of the universe. I know that it is already done, and so it is.
I feel my heart go deeper, my heart go deeper into my God. When I pray, I feel my heart go deeper, my heart go deeper into my God. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. When I pray, I feel my soul go deeper, my soul go deeper into my God. When I pray, I feel my soul go deeper, my soul go deeper into my God. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. When I pray, I feel my love go deeper, my love go deeper into my God. When I pray, I I feel my love go deeper, my love go deeper into my God. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. When I pray, I feel my heart go deeper, my heart go deeper into my God.
We're all in this life together, living a mystery. Our days are touched by joy, touched by pain, asking why, longing for meaning, searching for hope, searching for who I've come here to be. We all need a prayer. Our hearts are yearning for the truth. When we feel alone, when we can't find our way, the answers are right here. We stand before an open door. We all need a prayer to remind us who we are. Somehow we keep forgetting, lost in the shadows, holding broken hearts, broken dreams. Love is there, grace in the presence, standing in truth, standing in power, one with the one. We all need a prayer. Our hearts are yearning for the truth. When we feel alone, when we can't find our way, the answers are right here. We stand before an open door. We all need a prayer to remind us who we are. Open now. you stand before an open door. We all need a prayer to remind us who we are. Who we
Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way. Let me love in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way. Let me love in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me know that love is all around me. Let me know that love is all around. Oh, let me know that love is all around. Let me know that love is all around. Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me live in a holy, holy way. Let me live in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me learn from all the ways I fall. Let me learn from all the ways I fall. Oh, let me know that love can heal us all. Let me know that love can heal us all. Oh, let me know that love can heal us all. Let me know that love can heal us all. Oh, let me live in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me live in a holy, holy way. That's right. Oh, let me live in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me live in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me serve in a holy, holy way. Let me serve in a a path of peace. Oh, let me talk each day a little kinder. Oh, let me live in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me serve in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way. Let me love in a holy, holy
You could go ahead and tiptoe through your life, digging in the dirt. You could stress on the strife, but I'm gonna fly past the worry and the pain today. I'm flying on faith, I'm flying on faith. You could cry all night about the things that you hate, so dissatisfied in so many ways, but I'm gonna find a way to celebrate today. I'm flying on faith. I'm flying on faith. Picked up my baggage and I threw it out the door. Not looking back, because the past is such a bore. I'm gonna stand with the moon, with the stars up in my face today. I'm flying on faith. I'm flying on faith. You could hurry full of worry, let the fear take you out. Imagining the worst overcome with doubt. There's no way to know, knowing is the only way today. I'm flying on faith. I'm flying on faith. Picked up my baggage and I threw it out the door. Not looking back, because the past is such a bore. I'm gonna stand with the moon, with the stars up in my face I'm flying on faith. I'm flying on faith. You could go ahead and tiptoe through your life, digging in the dirt. You can stress on the strife, but I'm gonna fly past the worry and the pain today. I'm flying on faith.
To Unity of Hamilton Spiritual Center. My name is Reverend Pat Ball. I'm a retired Unity minister and just having fun. I'm your presider today. If you're here for the first time, we have a welcome gift for you, so see me afterwards and I'll give it to you. 10% of all we receive goes back into the community to bless and serve. So this quarter, we're blessing Mission Services Hamilton, which does an amazing job. And of course, half of that tithe also goes to Unity Canada to support other Unity centers in Canada and the work. There's going to be a conference in May in Calgary of Unity Canada. If you want to go, there's information on the Unity Canada website. That would be kind of fun. So I just have a couple of announcements. Next week, there's going to be a circle conversation after the service, so plan to stay and bring lunch or whatever, and then join in the conversation. Also, there's a sign-up board out in the fellowship room. We want to start form a team to do community care with some of the people that can't get here, or various things. It's just going to start off with just a brainstorm about how we want to do it. So if you want to be part of that brainstorming, sign up on the board, please. All right, we are ready now for Janice Stanfield, sung by Emilio. Let the change begin.
We cannot change the world we see till change begins in you and me. We change the world around us when the change begins within. Let the change begin. Let the change begin. Let the change begin. The lesson from the willow tree is strength in flexibility. Nothing seems to go my way. It's time to learn to sway. So let the change begin. Let the change begin. Let the change begin within. Let the change begin. Let the change begin. Let the change begin. Let the change begin within. Patiently, courageously, be the change you wish to see. Let the change begin. Let the change begin. Let the change begin within. Let the change begin. Let the change begin. Let the change begin. Let the change begin. Let the change. Let the change begin. Let the change begin within. Let the change. Let the change begin. 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 Let the change begin within. Let the change begin. Let the change begin. Let the change begin. Woo! Let the change begin. Let the change begin within. Let the change begin. 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 Let the change begin within.
I love it. Hello, everybody. Those of you watching at home, I'm Reverend Anna Hokangas, and join with me in opening prayer, an affirmative spiritual mind treatment. So take a moment to just bring your attention to your heart center and just rest your attention there, recognizing that right at the core is where spirit resides. So I speak this in the I am, because I remember that there is only one thing going on here, and it is spirit. It is the all that is. It is the essence of life. It is the seen and the unseen. It is the possibilities. It is love. It is everything. And it is right where I am, always. And it is from this place that I recognize that I am the author of my life. And so today I choose to see through the eyes of infinite possibilities and see through the eyes that everything is good or unfolding good. So I let go of any negative expectations and know that all is good. So with a grateful heart, I let go, I let it be so, and so it is. And I will breathe into that, knowing it is true.
It's a nice meditative song.
Everybody back? Wow. We should be having a half-hour meditation now. It's just amazing. Well, let's hear the absolute word for today. Oh, it's about change. What a surprise. This is Reverend Paul Hasselbeck, who is, he modifies the daily words to make it the absolute word. And the affirmation is, I use my divine nature to safely guide my way through change. That's the only way we can survive. Change is the hallmark of the relative world in which we live. I, too, can change. Change is an essential element of my spiritual journey. However, my core and foundation is never changing. Utterly dependable, divine nature. I use my divine nature to make the choices that effectively move me forward. If negative ways of thinking and feeling appear or reappear, I can always change. In faith, I boldly step forward. Change allows for new and better choices. No need to resist it, just what Emilio sang, or forcefully seek it out. I relax and trust my innate divinity, my gold standard, to which I compare my relative life and choices. I experience it as an inner urge to be and to do better. And so it is. And now Sue Riley reminding us that everything changes.
When everything changes, I can change anything. Turning the pages, everything's new. If life's little stages are teaching me anything, it's everything changes, and I can change too. Used to be when life got crazy, I'd get to feeling low. But I found out I can't let that phase me, 'cause honey, now I know. When everything changes, I can change anything. Turning the pages, everything is new. If life's little stages are teaching me anything, it's everything changes, and I can change too. Who expects the unexpected? Life sneaking upon you. And sometimes we all feel disconnected. What you gonna do? When everything changes, I can change anything. Turning the pages, everything's new. If life's little stages are teaching me anything, it's everything changes, and I can change too. When everything changes, I can change anything. Turning the pages, everything's new. If life's little stages are teaching me anything, it's everything changes, and I can change too. When everything changes, I can change anything. Turning the pages, everything's new. If life's little stages are teaching me anything, it's everything changes, and I can change too. Everything changes, and I can change too. Everything changes, and I can change too.
Yes. So today we're looking at navigating the tides of life, and I thought that tides were a really good example of how life ebbs and flows, and that it's guaranteed to ebb and flow. And what do we do about it, and how do we think about it when it's either ebbing or flowing? So Ernest Holmes, who is a New Thought writer, said, "Stay with the one and never deviate from it. Never leave it for a moment. Nothing else can equal this attitude. To desert the truth in the hour of need is to prove that we do not know the truth." And he goes on to say, "When things look the worst, this is the supreme moment to demonstrate to ourselves that there are no obstructions to the operation of truth. When things look the worst is the best time to work, the most satisfying time. The person who can throw himself with a complete abandon into that limitless sea of receptivity, having cut loose from all apparent moorings, is the one who will always receive the greatest reward." And this whole concept is what we at Unity, what we in New Thought, believe that prayer is. Prayer is not, like in some faith traditions, a beseeching or a begging. It's an aligning with what we know is the truth of our being, that everything is our perception. And as soon as we're able to open up to a greater perception that something is just maybe ebbing and soon will be flowing, that then everything just is easier to handle. And so I'd like to look at that a little bit deeper. So let's explore the concept of navigating life's constant changes by centering and embracing unity consciousness. And so some people call unity consciousness God, some people call it life. And it's how do you personally embrace it so that you know that it's there for you and that it's there supporting you? And each of you will probably have a different answer for that, whatever that looks like. And some of you won't even use the word God to describe it. Maybe it's just this idea of oneness with this energy of life, whatever that might be. So have you ever said, everything bad happens to me? Or this is going to be a really bad day? Or you know someone who says that, and then look at their life. And isn't that what they're experiencing? Or have you ever let your nationality, your language, your color, anything physical define you? And many of us have, until we didn't. And do you realize that you are actually the architect, the builder of your own life? And notice how certain thoughts lead you to feel better, more connected. And I guess that's the whole thing about coming together once a week, or even more often than that, is that it's not my attempt to teach you what to think, but how to think, how to direct your thinking in such a way that you can start to move your life in a direction that feels better. So life is a flow, and just like the ocean, the tides of life flow out and then they flow back in again. And I know that one of the things that I have often, in the past anyway, wanted to do is control how something is. If it's really good, I want it to stay really good. If it's really bad, I want it to change immediately. And yet, in looking back, sometimes me holding on has kept something, well, even the good has become uncomfortable. Have you ever had too much chocolate and then you wish that you didn't? You know, that's kind of pushing it to the limit, right? So life is beautiful and it's miraculous and it's awe-inspiring. And yes, the flow of life can be painful. It can have loss, illness, death. I mean, we can't avoid that. And no amount of prayer is going to avoid that. What prayer does is it allows you to be centered in knowing this too is just something moving through. And how quickly it moves through is up to you. So it's all a necessity, and it's a necessary part, and it's all amazing, and yet most of us don't see it as perfection. We label it good or bad, or hurry up, or stay here longer. And the story in your head can really create a block too. It's like, oh no, is this happening to me again? I seem to always attract this. Well, guess what you just did? You anchored it just yet one more time. So instead of flowing with the tides of easy and difficult, or joyous and sorrowful, somehow you may have decided that the tide coming in is good and the tide going out is bad. Can you think of an example of that? That, oh, life was good when I was young and it's bad when I'm old. Or I'm better in the morning and not so good in the evening. What do you make true for you? So yet, it wouldn't work if the tide always came in. I mean, the land would flood, crops would die, you'd have wet feet all the time. And after the tide goes out, it collects wonderful gifts from the sea, like beautiful shells, water-carved logs, seaweed. And on its return, it deposits them on the shore. The same is true in your life. So sometimes when it feels as though things are being sucked away, they're falling away, what's going to come in with the next flow? Because you've emptied out and now you're ready to receive. So this is from Joseph Campbell, and it's really great. People say what we're all seeking is a meaning for life. And he says, I don't think that's what we're really seeking. I think that what we're seeking is an experience of being alive, so that our life experiences on the purely physical plane will have resonances within our innermost being and reality, so that we actually feel the rapture of being alive. So have you ever said you're bored? It's because if you have, that rapture, you've somehow not allowed it in. Because everything can be rapture. What is rapture? Awesomeness, I guess. So let's look at high tide, low tide, and freedom. So do you long to feel truly alive? Or have you had moments where you long to feel truly alive? And what does that mean? I met a young woman who was really addicted to alcohol and to cocaine. And she since has passed. She died about the age of 40. But I remember meeting her when she was sober. And she was sober for about 3 weeks, I think. And she was actually working for me as a temporary receptionist. She was absolutely wonderful and so brilliant. And I said, why don't you stay sober? And she said, because I love the high highs. And I can't have the high highs unless I have the low lows. And life in general is just too even-keeled, and it doesn't appeal to me. And so I understood her a little bit better and didn't condemn what it was that she was doing that I may have done before that, recognizing that she was looking to feel something, and that was the only way she could find it, and that she had to take the bad with the good so she could feel what she called the good. So do you long to know peace and well-being? And do you feel it's supposed to be easy and peaceful? Because life isn't always. That's just not the way it is. We learn from something called contrast. So in your search for peace, you try to get rid of what you don't like about your life and about yourself, not understanding that the very resistance to the unpleasant parts will keep surfacing. So are you resisting something lately? I was thinking about my own health journey, which I didn't appreciate when I was young. I didn't even call it a health journey. It was just a journey, and it was just a given. And now I'm working on my mindset to not buy into the idea that I'm X number of years old, or that I have certain issues, and how can I get by that? And one of the things was I had an anniversary of a very large surgery last week. It was a year since I had to have major surgery for something. And I remember thinking as I went through it that I kept looking for the recovery. And then I noticed somewhere halfway through, I started wondering, have I fully recovered? Is there still something wrong? And I started focusing, is there still something wrong? Is something else going to happen now? Is the other shoe going to drop? And it was in meditation, which I try to do every day. I thought, hey, what am I creating by thinking about that? And so then I shifted again to say, wow, you amazing body, have you ever done well? You may not look the way you looked before, but boy, have you ever done well with what you've got? And you're doing okay. And you know that change of, Randy calls it the diamond. You know, imagine you have a diamond and you can only see one facet, but you can take that diamond and you can turn it and you can look from another viewpoint. And so I chose to look from another viewpoint, and something happened in my body, which is something Charles Fillmore, one of the founders of Unity, calls chemicalization. I lost my voice and got all phlegmy because there was a clash between the wanting to stay in the, oh, woe is me, and the, no, that doesn't have to be true. And so for about 2 days, I didn't even have a voice as I processed this information. And I recognized that that too was part of the ebb and flow, that I needed to settle into one or the other. And I got that time to decide where I was going to sit. So I have a voice today because I chose the one of positive resonance. So one of the things for me is that I really notice my body responds to my way of thinking. And I will get things like a cold or something when I'm in that processing stage, or I've had something come up and I have to really think about it. It's not usually because someone else coughed on me, because some people will get a cold as soon as someone says, oh, well, I have a cold, so they get one too. But that's not the case for me. So how do you respond when you have divergent ideas come together? How do you physically respond? Do you get a headache? Do you want to eat everything in sight? What is it that causes you to have time to kind of process that? Because that's part of the dealing with the ebb and flow. So you want the high tide perhaps to be pleasant and not have the low tide, which is the unpleasant. And you wonder why you're lost in what's called the bubble of struggle. And that was the bubble of struggle that I noticed that I was in. So have you been in a bubble of struggle about something? And know that that's okay. That's part of the navigating these tides. And are you always holding on to what you like and fighting what you don't? I think somehow it's a natural tendency to want to feel better. But the fighting, the word fighting, is a resistance that just keeps something there. So the unpleasant, the pleasant experiences, life are actually like a coin, and one is on one side, one is on the other. Isn't there a song, you can't have one without the other? My squeaky voice today. You can't have one without the other. You can't have winter without spring. You can't have day without night. You can't have ocean without the tides coming in and going out. And you can't know peace without fully experiencing some kind of challenge. Because how would you know that you're peaceful if you've always just been peaceful? How do you know unless you have contrast? So you are getting better and better at dealing with contrast. Would you say that's true? This is a trick question, though. Because consider, rather than seeing yourself dealing with contrast, why don't you say that you're benefiting from contrast? Because isn't there a different feeling to that? I'm dealing with it. as though somehow you alone have to do it. Whereas I'm benefiting from it means you start to look and say, what's really going on here? What are the possibilities here? So contrast isn't something to deal with as if you can deal with it and then it will be done, because that's not life. Think of contrast as choices, as variety. Think of contrast as the opportunity and choose the direction of wanted rather than not wanted. I really wanted to use a different word than want because I don't like the word want. That means to me I don't have it yet, but I couldn't come up with another word. So if you come up with another word, let me know. But realize that choose the direction that feels better rather than the one that doesn't. So rather than deal with it or try to diminish it, accept it. Like I accepted even my negative thinking in this last little while and said, okay, yeah, it's easy to go down that path, especially since, I'm not 20 anymore with another 60 years ahead of me or whatever. And, I could easily go down that path saying, all the things that come up with that kind of thinking. But how can I be positive in this moment? And not positive like Pollyanna, but how can I be realistically creating a vibration that draws to me and becomes me in a way that feels good? So I said, oh, yahoo, I get to choose. I love that word. Can you say it with me? Oh, yahoo, I get to choose. And then move consistently towards those new choices. And if you don't know what to choose, then choose just the next little thing that feels better, whatever that might be. So most people who are following the crowd, the news, aren't consistent about their choices because they're reacting to the outer circumstances rather than to their own choices. And they're in a very different kind of forced ebb and flow. If the news is good, you feel good. If the news is bad, you feel bad. And you just kind of are rocking in that boat. But if you can think it doesn't matter what's going on in the news, I can choose whatever I choose. And so as you live any experience and you know what you don't want, which is what we learn on this journey, right? You create clear thoughts about what you do want. And on some level, knowing what you don't want has created an inner knowing of what you do want. So maybe, and I've been there, sorry, my eyes are still watering a little from my no voice scenario, which is trying to manifest right now because I mentioned it. There is a part of you that knows, even if you don't. Ask it. What do I need to know? You're going to get an answer. And it's very clear to the universe or the source within you because it's right where you are, ready to say yes to your choices. It's not going to bully its way in, though. It's not always a cosmic 2x4. Sometimes it's waiting for you. It's an invitation to align to those choices and to your inner being. I'm so grateful. We had our art class yesterday and we were talking about what we had learned in our spiritual journey and talking about relationships with ourselves and with others. And this idea of aligning with my inner being hadn't even been in my peripheral vision. I didn't know that there was something within me that was bigger than what I could see in the mirror. That when I aligned with it, that life just got better, grander, more awesome. So it's certainly one of the things that is a real gift on this spiritual journey. And when you're focused on someone else's issues, your desires go back to the back burner. And that feeling of happiness and wondrous expectation goes on the back burner too. Because how can you help someone else's issues until you're centered first? So be centered, ask within, how can I be the support that I would like to be for this person? And maybe it's just as simple as saying, I need to be centered and just be an example of that. Or maybe something comes up and there's something for you to do. But be selfish enough to trust that if you can get into the flow of your own inner spirit and stay there, everything that you desire is going to be given to you. And I mean, we're doers, right? We want to do. Fix, fix, fix. And it seems like, I don't know, like it's nothing to go inside and work on myself, or that it's way too selfish. But you know, that's where you've got to start. And if you've been focused on someone else being happy or peaceful, you usually can't get it for you because you're focused on them. So be it first, and then you'll know what to do, and then you'll have it. So if you remember anything from today, be, do, have. Be selfish enough to trust that if you can get into the flow of your inner guidance and stay there consistently, everything you want, all of it, is given. Instead of saying, when I'm happy or when they're happy, then I'll be in the flow, it doesn't work that way. That's backwards. You'll never get there from there. You've got to get in the flow or tap in, and then everything you've been asking for is yours because it's already in your vibration. So when you pray as a unitic or as a new thought person, center in that which you desire to feel and be when everything is exactly like you would love it to be. So if it's like for me to feel physically comfortable and happy in my own skin, then I go to the place of feeling, being happy in my own skin. And guess what starts to happen? It's like magic, but it's a natural reaction to the vibration I'm being. I start to feel centered and better. So you then have the energy that creates worlds assisting you because you've asked for it in an energetic way. So if you've been feeling less than about something, how could you feel if that was no longer the obstacle? Would you feel peaceful, hopeful, vibrant, exuberant, awesome, wondrous? This week is an opportunity to remember to live from your divine guidance, knowing that within the hectic and ever-changing back and forth of life, you're always connected. There's nothing outside of you. You're not separate from life, even if sometimes you think that you are, because you're life itself. Remember, when needed, to simply take a moment and pause from your doing. Observe your thoughts and remember who you are, the flow of God as oneness, the flow of good as oneness. So I align my best life with all its contrast by centering myself and pausing. I choose from a place of strength. Now, I received an email earlier this week, and I'd like to read it. And I will post it for those of you watching online in the description section of this video after it gets published on YouTube. And it was basically something that the Hopi Indian leader, White Eagle, commented on the situation that the world is in right now, and politically and otherwise. This moment that mankind is experiencing now can be seen as either a door or a hole. The decision to fall into the hole or go through the door is yours. If you absorb information 24 hours a day with negative energy, constantly nervous and pessimistic, you will fall into this hole. But if you take the opportunity to look at yourself, Use the time to rethink life and death, to care for yourself and others. You are walking through the portal. Keep your home, keep your body safe. Connect with your spiritual home. And when you take care of yourself, you're actually taking care of everyone else. So don't underestimate the spiritual dimension of this crisis. Take the perspective of an eagle that sees everything from above with a broad perspective. There is a social issue in this crisis, but also a spiritual issue. They both go hand in hand. Without the social dimension, we fall into bigotry. Without the spiritual dimension, we perish in pessimism and meaninglessness. So pack your toolbox and use all your tools at your disposal. Learn the resistance from the example of the Indian and African people. We are and still are being threatened extinction. But we never stop singing, dancing, building bonfires, and having joy. Don't feel guilty for feeling happy in those difficult times. It doesn't help to be sad or angry. Resistance is resistance through joy. You have every right to be strong and positive, and there's no other way to do this than by adopting a beautiful, cheerful, empathetic attitude. This has nothing to do with alienation, as in ignorance of the world. It's a resistance strategy. When we enter the door, we are given a new worldview because we have faced our fears and overcome adversity. That's all you can do now. Seek solace in the storm. Keep calm, pray daily. Make it a habit to meet the holy everywhere, every day. Show resistance through art, yes, joy, trust, and love. And isn't that the truth? And you know, it reminds me that whatever the faith tradition is, when at its foundation it is true and pure, we're all the same. So join with me in saying, and so it is.
Thank you. Thank you. Life can be a challenge. Life can seem impossible. It's never easy when so much is on the line. But you can make a difference. With courage you can set things right. The gift to dream and make dreams real is yours and mine. The power of one begins with believing. It starts in the heart, then flows through the soul and changes the world. Imagine how life would be when we stand in unity. Each of us holds the key to the power of one. Each of us is chosen just for you. Just look inside, you'll be surprised what you can do. The power of one begins with believing. It starts in the heart, then flows through the soul and changes the world. Imagine how life would be when we stand in unity. Each of us holds the key to the power of one, and one by one we can make the world a much better place. The power of one begins with believing. It starts in the heart, then flows through the soul and changes the world. Imagine how life will be when we stand in unity. Each of us holds the key. It's inside of you and me. Each of us holds the key to the power of
Oh, thank you so much. I don't know how you do it. I mean, the music has nothing to do with what you're singing. It's like, it's like I think you must practice that one or two times before you sing it. It's so amazing. Well, what was your takeaway today? Who's got something to say? Here, Emilio. What?
I have to turn it on.
Oh, there's a button to turn on as well. Oh, I guess it helps if you turn it on. Who'd like to share what came out from them from the talk?
I realized that you were talking about resistance, and I remembered from the Jesus, resist not evil, and I thought that that was something that I and probably we all need to do, because resisting evil, as you said, just makes it real, and it then brings it into our experience all of the time. So we have to learn to let go.
I really like the benefiting from change, benefiting from contrast instead of dealing with. I like it as I see it more of as an opportunity now, and that really switches something. Just that slight bit is really powerful.
My favorite word instead of want is preference. So I know what my preferences are, and there's the highs and the lows, and like you say, we learn from contrast, and we develop our preferences from experiencing contrast.
We decided that our difference for want is desire and wish.
There you go, Anne. You've been given some choices.
Oh, nothing?
Nothing online yet? All right.
Oh, good.
As always, thought-provoking and positive.
I always leave here feeling so much better than when I got here. Thank you.
That's why, when we dwell in unity, I think you're going to have to put a capital U on that song title. We live in unity is what makes the change, because we know that this is a positive look at life. That's exactly what it's about. Life ebbs and flows. Everything changes. Nothing stays the same. Today's daily word, I don't know if any of you get the daily word, was all about weathering the storm and having to live through the storm to the calm on the other side. It always reminds me also of that picture. Some guy held a contest for pictures of peace. And the two top ones were this wonderful scene like we had on the meditation this morning, the meadow and the trees and the flowers. But the one that won was a picture of a storm, and it was mostly black, and then over in the corner there was a red bird sitting on a nest with her babies and just sitting there in the midst of the storm, and she knew what was hers to do and just looking after her family. And that's us. I heard something today that said if you start your day with social media, that's like having candy for breakfast. It's not really good for you. So, yeah, let's just change it to be, do, have. Be, do, have. I think I've heard that most of the world lives with do, have, be. If I work hard, then I'll have everything I want and then I'll be happy. When it's not that way, as you said. It's be happy, be joyful, be positive. Then you'll make choices that will be positive, and then you'll have that peace of mind that you want. So thank you so much. And now it's time. Oh, there's something on the webs. Okay, yes.
Marcia stepped forward and she says she is taking away the power of contrast. Can't have one without the other.
That's right. Yes.
And you guys are all more evolved than me because I got to stop watching the news.
Yeah. I figure if something's going to happen, somebody will tell me that if I need to know something. Yeah. Well, I want to thank you all for supporting this community in whatever way you do, either by volunteering your time or your talent, and there's certainly so much talent here, and because you are so talented, you draw talent to you. That is exactly how it works. And also with your treasure financially. And so to be able to support this and to bring to us and fulfilling our mission, you're all part of us. There is no they, there's just us. Let us just say the affirmation together. Divine love that I am blesses all I give and all I receive. And please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Click on the thumbs up that's on the left, and any new videos we post will be automatically displayed in your subscription feed. You can click on the bell symbol to receive notifications, and whenever we get them. Well, one of the all-time favorite songs. There is only one power. Don't forget it's birthday Sunday today, so we got to sit that. All right.
All right, here we go. This always brings me comfort, knowing this is the core. One power, one power, one power. There's one power invisible, and you see it everywhere and every day. One power indescribable, yet you speak of it with every word you say. Mysterious until you know the truth. As simple as has the love inside of you. Call it God, call it Spirit, call it Jesus, call it Lord, call it Buddha, Baha'u'llah, angel's wings, or heaven's door. Well, whatever name you give it, it's all one power, can you see? It's the power of the love in you and me. One power, oh, one power, one power. We speak so many languages, have different clothing, different colors, different names. But different is only dangerous when we forget that in our heart we're all the same. And we'll remember when we close our eyes to see that such distances were never meant to be. Call it God, call it Spirit, call it Jesus, call it Lord, call it Buddha, Baha'u'llah, Hashem, or heaven's door. It's Muhammad, it's your mind, it's your soul, or it's your sign. It's the universe, it's music, Mother Earth or Father Time. Well, whatever name you give it, it's all one power, can't you see? Whatever name you give it, it's the very air we breathe. It's the power of the love in you and me. One power, oh, one power, one power. One power, one power, one power. It's the moment of creation. It's an everlasting peace. It's the freedom of forgiveness. It's the sweetness of release. It's the joy of inspiration. It's the sunshine on your face. It's the birthright of all nations. It's the boundlessness of space. It's the beauty of a baby, the serenity of sleep. It's the anger we abandon for its love that's most deep. It's one power, one power. What we are is one. One power is the power of the love that lives forever in you and me. It's the power of the love in you and me. One power.
Magnificent. So know that we are here to pray with you, and what that means is if you're finding it difficult to align with the infinite possibilities that are yours, then put your name on a prayer request form and pop it in the prayer box. You don't even have to say what it is that you want to release and what you would prefer, but just that you're open to knowing that Spirit is all there is, and that your good is right there when you're ready and willing and open for it. And it's right there, even if you're not open for it, waiting for you to say yes. So let's say this prayer of protection together. The light of God surrounds you. I am the light. The love of God enfolds you. I am the love. The power of God protects you. I am the power. The presence of God watches over you. I am the presence. Wherever I am, God is. Wherever I am, God is. And all is well. And so it is. And we do have birthday Sunday, so after you finish this song, would you sing happy birthday? Just so I'll remind you.
Okay. Yes. There's a reason for the sunshine sky, and there's a reason why I'm feeling so high. Must be the season that the love light shines all around us. So let that feeling grab you deep inside and send you reeling where your love can't hide, and then go stealing through the moonlit nights with your lover. Just let your love flow like a mountain stream, and let your love grow with the smallest of dreams, and let your love show, and you'll know what I mean. It's the season. Just let your love fly like a bird on a wing, and let your love bind you to all living things, and let your love shine, and you'll know what I mean. That's the reason. There's a reason for the warm sweet nights, and there's a reason for the candle lights. Must be the season when those love lights shine all around us. So let that wonder take you into space, and lay you wonder. Its loving embrace, just feel the thunder as it warms your face. You can't hold back. Just let your love flow like a mountain stream, and let your love grow with the smallest of dreams, and let your love show, and you'll know what I mean. It's the season. Just let your love fly like a bird on a wing, and let your love bind you to all living things, and let your love shine, and you'll know what I mean. That's the reason. Just let your love flow like a mountain stream, and let your love grow with the smallest of dreams, and let your love show, and you'll know what I mean. It's the season. Woo! Just let your love fly like a bird on a wing, and let your love bind you to all living things, and let your love shine, and you'll know what I mean. That's the reason. Just let your love flow like a mountain stream, and let your You guys are great. All right. So now we're going to sing happy birthday. So to all the celebrants born in the month of March, Wendy. Oh, Reverend Pat. Anyone else in the room born in March? No? Okay. All right. On the count of three, my sister is born in March. All right. 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Everyone born in March, happy birthday to you. God is blessing you now. God is blessing you you. You are wonderful. God is blessing you now.
So thank you, everyone, and thank you for watching from home. And remember, I love you. I love you. Bye for now.